I gave you time when time was rare. Late night time, so it's always there. I gave you trust with open hands, no contract or backup plans. I gave you dreams I couldn't buy. Whole dressed up in honest tries. I gave you love without control. I gave you everything but gold. They say love's more than what you earn. Well, like he's asking what you own. I showed you truth, I showed you heart, but heart don't show up in a chart. I gave you everything but gold. Every part of my soul I sold to make you feel like you were home, but love don't shine like what you sold. I gave you everything but gold. Real love, not something cold. If what you wanted had a price, then loving me was oversold. You wanted calm, I wanted us, but calm costs more than trust. You wanted proof before belief, results before relief. I don't blame you for wanting more. The world teaches fear real well, but love feels weak and causes ascensions when numbers ring the bell. We weren't broken, just mismatched. Different ways to feel secure. I loved you raw, you loved but big as mine was real. Yours was sword and march and comfort like it's love. Rapping nights can't it enough, but when it hard become a risk and money turning to the trust. I gave you everything but gold. Every part of my soul I sold to make you feel like you own, but love don't shine like what you sold. I gave you everything but gold. Real love, not something cold. And what you wanted had a price. Then loving me was oversold. Yeah. That don't come with a soul won't shine. I'm perfect like no dotted line. I was talking building full scratch. You were tired of waiting in line. I gave you effort, sweat, and pain. You wanted comfort, not the rain. In the world that rushes progress, love don't always entertain. You get in leave for someone else, you left for something more secure. I stay real, you stay safe. Both choices pure. But when the lights got dark and the pressure told you choose, you picked the future you could buy. I picked the truth I couldn't lose. Maybe love was never weak, just honest in the loud disguise. Maybe gold don't beat the heart, it just costs better to the high. I gave you everything but gold, and I do it all again. I know if loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll gladly own. I gave you everything but gold, still proud of what I showed. In a world that prices everything, I kept my love unsold. Everything but gold, still worth more. Still worth more. Yeah. Dreams sound good at night. Rain shows up in the morning. We had plans bigger than the room, hopes stacked higher than the roof. You said love would figure it out, till the first bill told the truth. I gave you time, I gave you faith, every promise I could make, but promises don't keep the lights on when the numbers start to shake. You wanted peace, I wanted growth, but growth don't come with keys. I believe in building slowly, you needed certainty. They say follow your dreams, but dreams don't pay rent. Hope feels light in conversation, heavy when it's spent. Dreams don't pay rent, no matter how real they feel. Like at your heart, you needed proof, something solid, something sealed. Dreams don't pay rent, that's the truth we met. In a world that sells security, love just doesn't offset. I watched the doubt change your smile, turn patience into fear. Love felt loud when it was simple, quiet when the real was near. You wanted plans with structure, I wanted space to fail. I believed in taking chances, you were tired of detail. I don't blame you for the choice, comfort sound like sense, but love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to survive, but not how to stay, how to choose a safer road and walk the harder way. Dreams don't pay rent, no matter how real they feel. I gave your heart, you needed proof, something solid, something sealed. Dreams don't pay rent, that's the truth we met. In a world that sells security, love just doesn't offset. Yeah, dream don't come with deposits, no contract, no profits. I was talking long-term vision, you were reading monthly notices. They say chase what you love, but love don't come with keys. I was building from nothing, you needed certainty. I had hope, you had deadlines, I had dreams. dragged out in the city, built on pressure. Feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe. Both intentions pure. Maybe dreams don't pay rent, but they paying true. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't cover proof. Dreams don't pay rent, but they pay me in pride. I loved you real, I loved you hard, I don't regret the ride. Dreams don't pay rent, still glad I tried. In a world that charges living, I stayed alive inside. Dreams don't pay rent, but they kept me breathing. Yeah. Dreams don't pay rent, but they kept me breathing. Dreams don't pay rent, but they kept me breathing.
I gave you nights full of meaning, long talks, nothing fake. You said my love felt honest, just hard to translate. I showed up when it mattered, no spotlight, no display. But effort doesn't sparkle the way money doesn't place. You said feelings make you rich, I believe that too. Till rich started meaning something I couldn't do. They say love is priceless, but the world disagrees. Every dream gets measured by what it can be. Emotions don't buy diamonds, no shine, no proof. I gave you all I felt, still wasn't enough for you. Emotions don't buy diamonds, they don't hold their shape. In a world that values sparkle, feelings fade. You wanted something visible, something others see. I offer you consistency, you ask what it could be. I don't blame you for the vision. Comfort looks refined, but love feels small in conversations. Let's start with what's mine. I stay calm, I stay present, didn't raise my voice. Some minutes don't need reasons, just a different choice. They teach us how to want more, not how to stay. How to trade what's felt inside for what won't fade. Emotions don't buy diamonds, no return, no shot. I paid in heart and loyalty, you needed something timeless. Emotions don't buy diamonds, they don't impress the room. In a life built on appearances, love leaves no costume. Yeah. Love don't come in a showroom, no glass case, no lights. I was giving real moments, you were picturing life. They say know your worth, but worth depends who's asking. If it don't come with a label, love feels passing. I wasn't broken, honesty, I was short on display. In a system that respects what you can flaunt, not say. You didn't choose the diamonds, you chose what they imply. I chose to stay emotional, no alibi. Maybe love was never weak, just quiet in a crowd. Maybe hearts don't need to shine, they just don't scream out loud. Emotions don't buy diamonds, but they paid my soul. If loving you wasn't enough, at least I stay whole. Emotions don't buy diamonds, and that's okay. In a world obsessed with sparkle, I stay real anyway. Yeah, emotions don't buy diamonds, but they were real. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't broken love, just broke where it mattered. Yeah. We had plans drawn on napkins, big hearts, no safety net. Laughing through the pressure like hope was something we could bet. You said my arms felt like home till home needed more than trust. Dreams felt like when nights were free, heavy when the morning rush. I gave you time, I gave you truth, everything I could afford. But true don't quiet anxious thoughts when the future knocks the door. They say love is all you need, but need keeps changing shape. When the world asks for stability, hearts don't set the rate. We were poor in the wrong way, rich in love, broken place. I gave you all you needed, proof, something stronger than fate. We were poor in the wrong way, not in feeling, just in means. In a world that sells tomorrow, love don't cover needs. I saw the doubt behind your smile, when comfort crossed your mind. Suddenly love felt fragile and timing felt unkind. You wanted calm, I wanted growth, but growth takes time to show. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the fear, security feels warm, but love feels small in conversations that ask what we can't afford. They teach us how to earn, but not how to stay, how to calculate the risk and walk the hard way. We were poor in the wrong way, rich in love, broken place. I gave you all you needed, proof, something stronger than fate. We were poor in the wrong way, not in feeling, just in means. In a world that sells tomorrow, love don't cover it. Yeah, we weren't broken loyalty, we were broken leverage. I had faith in over time, you needed evidence. They say be smart, play it safe, don't bleed for what you feel. But love's the only thing we're losing when it's real. I was talking patience, vision, you were counting every cost. In a city built on progress, feelings get lost. You didn't change, you adapted, I didn't fail. I stayed true, different ways to feel secure. Saying goodbye, different view. Baby, love was never weak, just early in the race. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't fit the place. We were poor in the wrong way, but the love was never fake. If loving you made me lose, it's a loss I gladly take. We were poor in the wrong way, still proud of what we gave. In a world that prices everything, we stay brave, yeah. In a world that prices everything, we stay brave, yeah. We were poor in the wrong way, yeah. But the love was real.
And still not enough. We had something money can't define. Late night talk crossed every line. I gave you truth, no disguise. Still couldn't match the life you had in mind. You said my love was rare, but rare don't mean secure. In a world that asks for proof, feelings feel unsure. I try to stand tall with empty hands, hope louder than my means. You saw a future I couldn't fund and everything between. They say love is priceless, but life keeps receipts. Turns hearts into questions and answers in a feed. Yeah. Priceless love, worthless me. That's how it look from where you see. I gave you all you needed more. Something I couldn't guarantee. Yeah. Priceless love, worthless me. No hate, just reality. In a world that sells security, I guess I wasn't what you need. Yeah, yeah. I watched your smile hesitate when comfort entered the room. Suddenly love felt fragile and timing felt like doom. You wanted calm, I wanted growth, but growth takes time to show. I was betting on tomorrow, you were done waiting though. I don't blame you for the fear. Stability feels warm, but love feels small in conversations that measure what we're worth. They dress success like confidence and feel like common sense. Love sounds good in theory till the bills get intense. Priceless love, worthless me. That's how it played out eventually. Yeah. I gave you all I had to give, but all wasn't enough to live. Yeah. Priceless love, worthless me. I felt it deep, you couldn't see. Yeah. No one lied, no one fell. I just couldn't raise my value. Yeah. Yeah. Love don't come with a balance sheet. No net worth, no guarantee. I was rich in loyalty, you were broke security. They say know your value, but value the who and why. If love don't pay the entrance fee, do feelings even qualify? I stay real, I stay raw, no filters on my plans. You wanted life on easy mode, I was still learning how to stand. You didn't leave for someone better, you left for something short. In a world that prices everything, being real is poor. Maybe love was never weak, just early in a race. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't fit the place. Priceless love, worthless me. I wear that truth honestly. If loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll always keep. Priceless love, worthless me. Still proud of what I gave for free. In a world that buys identity, I stay myself, that's victory. Yeah. Priceless love. Priceless to me.
Yeah. how love ends up itemized. We started with nothing to prove, just feeling no rules. Cheap days, real laugh, nothing to lose. I gave you days, gave you nights, every wrong and every right. But somewhere down the line, love started needing a price. You looked at me like a question I couldn't answer with cash. I spoke in faith and patience, you spoke in numbers and stats. They say love don't keep score, but life does. Every dream got a number, every heart got a call. I left my heart on a receipt, paid the miles underneath. Love written small at the bottom, right next to the feet. I paid in time, I paid in trust, still wasn't enough for us. In the end, that's what it read, my heart on a receipt. You want it calm, I want it fire, but fire don't come with guarantees. Comfort talks and fluent numbers, love stutters when it speaks. I don't hate you, I get the fear. Stability sounds real sweet, but love feels cheap in conversations where feelings get a receipt. We weren't broken, just compared to lives we couldn't afford. Romantic dreams don't age well when the world keeps raising the floor. They sell security like a promise wrapped in sense and pride, but when did loving someone mean passing a financial side? I left my heart on a receipt, paid the miles underneath. Love written small at the bottom, right next to the feet. I paid in time, I paid in trust, still wasn't enough for us. In the end, that's what it read, my heart on a receipt. Yeah, love don't come with a barcode, no return policy. I was giving all of me, you asking what's it costing me. I had hope, you had deadlines, I had dreams, you had doubts. In a world that counts success, feelings don't count out loud. You wouldn't leave for someone new, left for something you could prove. I stayed real, you stay safe, both choices true. When the bill came due, and the pressure got deep, you chose a life you could afford. I chose my heart on a receipt. Maybe love is never weak, just quiet in a noisy place. Yeah, maybe hearts don't need a price, just time and space. Yeah, I left my heart on a receipt, no refunds, no repeats. If loving you was a loss, I'll take that seat. I paid the cost, I kept my truth, even when love got reduced. In a world that prices everything, my heart on a receipt. Yeah, heart on a receipt, still mine. Yeah. I try to play with truth. They wanted something expendable. We started with good intentions, no contracts, no terms. You said my love felt honest, just hard to confirm. I showed up when it mattered, no symbols, no shine, but honesty doesn't clear the counter when the future's in line. You talk about security like it was overdue. I talk about growing together, same room, different view. They say love is priceless, but that don't help today. When the world asks for something you can actually trade. Love isn't legal tender, it don't pass the test. I paid them heart and loyalty, they wanted something else. Love isn't legal tender, no stamp, no seal. In a system built on certainty, love don't feel real. You wanted something solid, something easy to prove. I offered you consistency, you asked what it could do. I don't blame you for choosing calm, stability sound right, but love feels small in conversations that start with will it last. I stay quiet, stay present, didn't ask you to stay. Some engines don't come crashing, they hit your fate. They teach us how to value things by what they can return, but no one teaches hard what they lose when they earn. Love isn't legal tender, it won't cover the cost. I gave you everything I had, still came up lost. Love isn't legal tender, no guarantee. In a world that trusts the numbers, love isn't currency. Yeah, love don't come with a barcode, no scan, no receipt. I was talking in emotions, you were talking in sheets. They say know your word, but worth depends who's buying. If it don't come with reassurance, love feel like lying. I wasn't broken loyalty, I was short on proof. In a system built on safety, feelings feel loose. You didn't walk away from me, you walked toward control. I stayed with what I felt, you chose what you could hold. Maybe love was never weak, just hard to exchange. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't translate. Love isn't legal tender, but it's still what I gave. If loving you didn't pay off, I won't say it was wasted. Love isn't legal tender, still proud of what I spent. In a world that prices everything, I stayed honest. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Love isn't understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love isn't legal tender, but it was real. Yeah, yeah. Some praise on show right away. We fell in love without a plan, just faith and open hands. You said my love felt like a home to home, needed more than that. I gave you time, I gave you truth, every piece of what I am. But truth don't come to pressure when the future wants a plan. You wanted peace, I wanted us, but us don't clear the feet. I tried to pay with honesty, still came up short, you see. They say love is priceless, but life keeps track. Every dream has interest, every heart is taxed. That's the cost of loving you, more than I could ever pay. I gave you heart, you needed proof, something stronger than faith. That's the cost of loving you, no refunds, no delay. In a world that sells security, love don't come that way. I watched the doubt change your smile, turn patience into fear. Love felt loud when it was simple, quiet when the bills were near. You wanted plans that made sense, I wanted time to grow. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the choice, comfort sound like sense, but love feels small in conversation that start with consequence. They teach us how to earn, but not how to stay, how to count every risk and walk the harder way. That's the cost of loving you, more than I could ever pay. I gave you all you needed proof, something stronger than faith. That's the cost of loving you, no refund, no delay. In a world that sells security, love don't come that way. Yeah, love don't come with a price tag, till the bill shows up late. I was talking hope and time, you were calculating fate. They say be smart, protect your life, don't risk what you can't replace. But love's the only thing we'll lose it when it's safe. I had faith, you had pressure, I had dreams, you had doubt. In a system built on numbers, feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love was never weak, just expensive in its age. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't set a wage. That's the cost of loving you, and I still pay the fee. If loving you made me lose, at least I stay to me. That's the cost of loving you, no regrets, no disguise. In a world that prices everything, I pay with my life. Yeah, cost of loving you, still worth it. Yeah. The balance day. We had love in empty pockets, 4 hearts, no reserve. Laughing through the pressure like we had some nerve. I gave you time, I gave you faith, every promise I can make, but promises don't clear the balance when reality is late. You said love should feel like peace, not stress at night. I try to hold us both together with nothing but a fight. They say love will find a way, but love don't pay the fee. When the future wants deposits and hope ain't curtains. When love runs out of cash, feelings start to shake. I gave you all you needed, proof something stronger than faith. When love runs out of cash, that's when silence speaks. In a world that sells security, love feels incomplete. Yeah. I watched the doubt change your smile, turn patience into fear. Love fell out when it was simple, quiet when the bills were near. You wanted plans that made sense, I wanted time to grow. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the choice, comfort sound like sense, but love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to survive, but not how to stay, how to choose a safer road and walk the harder way. When love runs out of cash, feelings start to shake. I gave you all you needed, proof something stronger than faith. When love runs out of cash, that's when silence speaks. In a world that sells security, love feels incomplete. Yeah, love don't come in savings, no fallback, no spare. I was rich in loyalty, you were broke on air. They say be smart, protect your life, don't bet it on a dream. But love's the only thing we're risking when it's clean. I had hope, you had pressure, I had dreams, you had doubt. In a city built on numbers, feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love didn't fail, maybe life's just overpriced. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they they just don't cover the price. When love runs out of cash, I let you go with grace. If loving you made me lose, I still want it fake. When love runs out of cash, I won't say it was fake. In a world that buys tomorrow, I stayed awake. When love runs out of cash, I kept my heart.
I chose the feeling. You chose a man.
We had love without a label, just late nights and honest talk. You said I made you feel safe, till safe started needing more. I gave you time, gave you patience, every version of my truth. But truth don't show up on paper, and love don't fit the proof. You started asking different questions about futures, costs, and plans. I was talking grown together, you were checking where I stand. They say love is all you need, but need comes with a price. When the world keep counting louder, hearts don't sound precise. You chose the numbers over me, the same result, the guarantee. I chose the risk, I chose the fall. You chose not to choose at all. You chose the numbers clean and clear. I chose the love that had no fear. No one lied, no one fumbled. I chose the heart, you chose the numbers. I saw the shift, it wasn't sudden, just quiet changes in your tone. Love felt real when it was simple, harder when it stood alone. You wanted proof before belief, a future signed in ink. I wanted us to build it slow before we overthink. I don't blame you for the choice. Comfort sound like common sense, but love feels small in conversation that start with consequence. They teach us how to calculate, but not how to stay, how to measure every risk and what to walk away. You chose the numbers over me, the safe result, the guarantee. I chose the risk, I chose the fall. You chose not to choose at all. You chose the numbers clean and clear. I chose the love that had no fear. No one lied, no one fumbled. I chose the heart, you chose the numbers. Yeah, love don't come with percentages, no charge, no evidence. I was talking faith and effort, you were talking relevance. They say be smart, play it safe, don't invest in what might fail. But love's the only thing worth it, even when the odds look pale. You didn't change, you adapted, I didn't lose, I stayed the same. But staying real in the numbers game is the most expensive lane. So when the moment came to choose between feeling and control, you chose a life you could predict, I chose the one that felt whole. Maybe love don't need a win, maybe it just needs a chance. The chance to scare a world that only trust advance. You chose the numbers, I let go, not because I didn't know. I just knew love shouldn't beg to be something you can show. You chose the numbers, that's okay. I choose a heart every day in a world that counts success. I'll stay rich in what I say. Yeah. You chose a number, yeah. I chose the truth. We met when dreams were cheap and nights were long but free. You said we had potential, just not financially. We talked about forever, like it was coming soon, but soon kept getting pushed back by rent and overdue. I gave you everything I had, time, trust, all my days. You said I'm not saying no, just not this way. They say love takes patience, but patience has a cost. When the future want a down payment and hope keeps getting lost, you put our love on layaway. Said maybe later, not today. My heart was ready to stay, but money said wait. You put our love on layaway, like feelings need a better pay. I was all in anyway, but love was something you couldn't take home. Yeah. I watched you fall in love with comfort, stability looked good on you. Suddenly love felt risky, and risk felt overdue. You wanted proof before the promise, results before belief. I wanted us to figure it out, you wanted guarantees. We weren't broken, just delayed, paused by life, postponed by fear. Love kept standing in the line, waiting for its turn to clear. They sell success like safety and fear like common sense. Love sounds good in theory till the bills come knocking in. You put our love on layaway, said maybe later, not today. Yeah, my heart was ready to stay, but money said wait. You put our love on layaway, like feelings need a better pay. Yeah, I was all in anyway, but love was something you couldn't take.
say home, yeah. Love don't come with monthly plans, no fixed rates, no demand. I was talking faith and timing, you were reading fine print, scanning plans. They say be smart, don't rush to fall, build your life, then risk it all. But what if love's a missing piece you never get if you stall? I was rich in what I felt, you were broke on peace of mind. In a world that worship progress, love is always behind. So you parked us on the shelf, said don't worry, we'll be fine. But hearts don't age like savings, and love don't pause on time. Maybe love was never weak, just early in the race. Maybe hearts don't need permission or a perfect place. You put our love on layaway, I stay real, you stay safe. No regrets, no hate, just love that couldn't wait. You put our love on layaway, I hope one day you'll say that love was worth the risk, even if the price was paid. That love on layaway, still unpaid, but never fade, yeah.
I didn't have much to show, no perfect plan, no spare. But every time you needed me, I was there. I gave you time when time was thin. Late nights, honest days. But honesty don't look impressive when the future wants a safer way. You said my love was real, just hard to build a life. Real doesn't come to questions that keep you up at night. They say trust what you feel, but feelings don't compete. When the world keeps counting numbers and love stays incomplete. I was rich in feelings, but pouring what you need. I paid in heart and loyalty, still couldn't make you believe. I was rich in feelings, that kind of wealth don't last in a world that values guaranteed. Mine felt like the past. You wanted something solid, something that won't shake. I offer you consistency, you ask me what it makes. I don't blame you for choosing calm, it sounds like common sense. But love feels small in conversation that start with consequence. I didn't beg, I didn't fight, I stayed where I stood. Some endings don't come crashing down, they just quietly conclude. They teach us how to measure worth and progress and gain, but no one shows you how to keep what doesn't multiply. I was rich in feelings, but pouring what you need. I paid in heart and loyalty, still couldn't make you believe. I was rich in feelings, no interest, no return. In a world that profits certainty, I had lessons left to learn. Yeah, I had patience, I had truth, no assets to display. I invested every emotion, didn't hedge the pain. They say know your value, but value shifts by scene. If it don't come reassurance, love looks unseen. I wasn't broken honesty, I was short on proof. In a system built on safety, deep feelings feel loose. You didn't walk away from me, you walked toward control. I stayed with what I felt, you chose what you could hold. Maybe love was never weak, just quiet in the noise. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't make the choice. Oh, I was rich in feelings, and I won't say that's wrong. If loving you didn't pay off, at least it wasn't gone. I was rich in feelings, still proud of what I gave. In a world that counts the numbers, I stay human, I stay. Yeah, I was rich in feelings. Yeah, I was rich in feelings. Guess that kind of rich was never enough.
Yeah. Same game, same money. Yeah. We started with nothing but hope. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hey. We started with nothing but hope. Late nights, dreams we wrote. You say love would be enough till enough felt too remote. I gave you time, I gave you trust, everything I had inside. But trust stress gon' come the pressure. When the numbers start to rise, you wanted peace, I wanted us, but beats cost more than faith. I try to make tomorrow bright with nothing but today. They say love should find a way, but love don't make the rules. And the word they keeps a score, money chooses who wins and loses. Money wins every time, no matter how real love. I gave you all you need to prove. Something stronger than enough. Hey, hey, money wins every time. That's the truth, ain't don't deny. And the thing got all security. Yeah, love don't even get to try. Yeah, hey, I watch the silence roll between your needs and mine. Love feel loud when it was simple, quiet when it needed time. You wanted plan that made sense, I wanted space to grow. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the choice, call for sound like sense. But love feels smaller than conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to survive, but not how to stay. How to pick the safer road and walk the harder way. Money wins every time, no matter how real love. I gave you how you need to prove. Something stronger than enough. Money wins every time. That's the truth, they don't deny. Anything that don't secure. Yeah, love don't even need to try. Love don't come with a safety net, no interest, no asset. I was talking faith and then for you were checking every decade. They say they smart, protect your light, don't gamble what you feel. The wind they love and someone start needing the deal. I had hope, you had pressure, I had dreams, you had doubt. In a world that worship progress, feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love to me to loot, maybe life's just overpriced. Maybe hearts don't lack the value, they just don't say the price. Money wins every time, but I don't feel the shame. But loving you made me lose, I play that game again. Money wins every time, still proud of what I gave. In a world that counts, then I will lie for you and not a friend. Money wins every time. Money wins, money wins. We had dreams written on the walls, late night talks, cheap wine, no calls. I gave you time, gave you faith, but time don't shine like money in a safe. We laughed on broken plans, holding hands, no future maps. I said one day we'll be fine, but one day don't look good online. They say love is all you need, but love don't buy security when the world keeps asking how much. My heart just wasn't enough. Love wasn't enough, no matter how real. I gave you my soul, you wanted a deal. I fought with my heart, you fought with the math. Guess love always comes second to cash. Love wasn't enough, I stayed, you left. I paid with feelings, you paid with checks. No one's wrong, that's just the truth. Love didn't lose, it just couldn't prove. You wanted peace, I wanted us, but peace cost more than trust. Scrolling lives we couldn't live, comparing dreams we couldn't give. I don't blame you, I get the fear. Love feel weak when rent's right here. Romantic words don't age like wine when bills keep calling every night. They sell the dream, but hide the pride. Happiness looks good with I loved you raw, you love secure. Guess love ain't rich, just pure. Love wasn't enough, no matter how real. I gave my soul, you wanted a deal. I fought with my heart, you fought with the math. Guess love always comes second to cash. Love wasn't enough, I stayed, you left. I paid with feelings, you paid with checks. No one's wrong, that's just the truth. Love didn't lose, it just couldn't prove. Yeah, love don't come with a credit score, no guarantees, no open doors. They tell you follow your heart, but the world says start with a car. I was rich in time, poor in gold. You wanted comfort, I wanted those souls. No hate, no blame, no scars or flex. Just life teaching lessons through context. You didn't sell out, you bought peace. I didn't fail, I just couldn't increase. In the game when numbers speak loud, feelings stay silent, and in the crowd. Maybe in another life where love is currency, not sacrifice. We make it through it without pretending that love needs money to feel safe. Love wasn't enough, but it was real. I felt every word, every deal. If loving you made me lose, I lose again, knowing the truth. Love wasn't enough, but I still care. Some things are priceless, just rare. In a world that runs on cash, love still matters, it just comes last, yeah. Yeah.
talking future, yeah. Like someday man does. You said my love felt honest, just heavy to maintain. Honesty don't quite feel when comfort calls your name. I gave you patience, consistency, everything I had, but patience doesn't show results when you're tired of the math. They say love is an investment, you grow it if you stay, but staying felt too risky, so you chose a safer way. You cashed out on us before the numbers grew. I was still all in, you were already through. You cashed out on us, no drama, no fuss. You didn't stop loving, you just stopped trusting us. You wanted something solid, something you could prove. I was building slowly, you were done waiting for proof. I don't blame you for choosing calm. Stability looks clean, but love feels small in conversations. That's what it means. I stay quiet, stay composed, didn't ask you to stay. Some endings don't come with tears, they just fade away. They teach us how to secure the win before the risk begins, but no one tells your heart what it costs to cash in. You cashed out on us before the balance changed. I was still betting on time, you were done with the game. You cashed out on us, no lies, no disgust. You didn't choose someone else, you chose something you trust, yeah. Love don't come with an exit plan, no early withdrawal. I was thinking long-term growth, you were thinking survival. They say protect your peace, don't gamble what you feel, but love's the only thing worth risking when it's real. I wasn't broken loyalty, I was short on security in a system built on certainty. Feelings feel like liability, you didn't sell me out, you sold it out. I stayed in the moment, you mapped your way out. Maybe love didn't fail, maybe timing did. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just get out. But you cashed out on us, and I let it be. If loving you was a risk, it was worth it to me. You cashed out on us, that's your right, I guess. In a world that counts the numbers, love rarely gets assessed. You cashed out on us, I stay with the truth. Cashed out on us, I stay with the truth.
We talk about tomorrow like it was already ours. Cheap dreams and borrowed time, watching life through tinted cars. I gave you nights, I gave you days, every truth I had to say, but truth don't look impressive when the future wants to pay. You said love should feel safe, not heavy on the mind. I try to make you feel secure with nothing but my time. They say money isn't everything, but everything costs. Every promise sounds expensive when you counting what you lost. I was never rich enough to give you peace of mind. I give you love, you needed proof, something stronger than a sign. I was never rich enough to make the fear go quiet. In a world that sells security, love just couldn't buy it. I watched the distance grow between your needs and mine. Love felt real when it was simple, harder when it needed time. You wanted plans with structure, I wanted space to breathe. I believed in growing slowly, you believed in guarantees. I don't blame you for the choice. Comfort sound like sense, but love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to earn, not how to stay, how to measure every risk and walk the hard way. I was never rich enough to give you peace of mind. I give you love, you needed proof, something stronger than a sign. I was never rich enough to make the fear go quiet. In a world that sells security, love just couldn't buy it. Yeah, love don't come with a salary, no fixed rate, no guarantee. I was rich in loyalty, you were poor in certainty. They say build your life first, then love will understand. But what if love's a reason you become a better man? I had faith, you had doubt, I had hope, you had a plan. In the game that rewards stability, love don't always stand a chance. You didn't leave for someone new, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love don't need a win, maybe it just needs time. But time feels like a luxury when money's on your mind. I was never rich enough, but I was always true. If loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll gladly choose. I was never rich enough, still proud of what I gave. In a world that counts the numbers, I stay human, not afraid, yeah. I was never rich enough, but I was real, but I was real, yeah. I was never rich enough, I was real. yeah. We fell in love with empty plans, big dreams, no back or hands. You said my touch felt like home, but home needs more than hope. I gave you time, I gave you trust. Every reason not to rush, but patience doesn't calm the fear when the future feels unpaid. We laughed through nights we couldn't spend, counting stars instead of ends. Love felt rich when it was free, poor when it needed guarantees. They say love don't need a plan, but life does. Every dream gets questioned, every heart gets judged. We had love with no budget or heart, no funds to back it. I was ready for the risk. You were tired of the damage, love with no budget. Too real to fake it. In a world that buys security, love couldn't make it. I saw the weight behind your smile when comfort crossed your mind. Suddenly love felt fragile and timing felt unkind. You wanted calm, I wanted growth, but growth don't come with proof. I believed in building slowly, you needed something bulletproof. I don't blame you for the choice. Comfort sounds like sense, but love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to earn, but not how to stay. How to cut the risk and walk the hard away. We had love with no budget or heart, no funds to back it. I was ready for the risk. You were tired of the damage, love with no budget. Too real to fake it. In a world that buys security, love couldn't make it. Yeah, love don't come with a spending plan, no safety net, no second hand. I was betting everything on us, you were tired of living unplanned. They say be smart, don't gamble up, protect your peace, protect your name. But love's the only thing we're losing when it's real, not tame. I had hope, you had pressure, I had faith, you had doubt. In a city built on numbers, feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love was never weak, just early in a race. Maybe hearts don't need permission or a perfect play. We had love with no budget and I don't regret a thing. If loving you made me lose, I still play to win. Love with no budget, still proud I tried. In a world that prices everything, I stayed alive inside. Love with no budget, still proud I tried. In a world that prices everything, I stayed alive inside. Yeah, love with no budget, still priceless to me. Still priceless to me. We started with nothing but fake, cheap dreams, long nights, wide awake. Yeah. You said love would lead the way, but love don't negotiate. I gave you time, gave you truth, every promise I could prove it. Every step I tried to climb had a number bigger than mine. They say love should be enough, but enough don't last too long when the world keep raising costs. Even hearts get caught. I lost to your price, not your heart. It wasn't hate, just different stars. I paid in love, you paid for life. Guess that's why I lost to right. I lost to your price, not your soul. You want it safe, I want it whole. No one's wrong, just different sides. Still hurts knowing I lost to your pride. I saw the fear behind your eyes. Dream get heavy when bills arrive. You want it calm, I want it fire. Fight to find a future plan. I don't blame you for choosing peace. Stability over promises. Love feels brave when times are good, but brave don't pay the neighborhood. They sell success like it's love. Rap it shiny, call it trust. If you can't afford the dream, you don't get the same. I lost to your price, not your heart. It wasn't hate, just different stars. I paid in love, you paid for life. Guess that's why I lost to right. I lost to your price, not your soul. You want it safe, I want it whole. No one's wrong, just different sides. Still hurts knowing I lost to your pride. Love don't come with a safety net, no refunds, no regrets. I was building castles in the air, you were counting floors, checking square. I had hope you had a plan, mine was faith, yours was a map. In a world where numbers talk, feelings barely get a chance. You didn't leave for someone new, you left for something more secure. I stay real, you stay wise, still the score says I lost to your pride. Maybe love just timing wrong, or maybe money speaks too strong. If hearts would pay what they deserve, we wouldn't have to choose it. I lost to your price, but not my truth. I loved you hard, that's bulletproof. If loving you was my mistake, I still do it, no debate. I lost to your price, and that's
to teach you how to stay in a world where love has a cost. I done failed, I just lost. But done failed, I just lost. Yeah, I lost to your pride. But I kept my heart. Yeah.
Hey, yo, take it. Yeah. Same ring, different corners. Yeah. We stepped in with open hearts, no armor, no defense. You said love would be enough, till enough made no sense. I gave you nights, I gave you days, every word I meant. But words don't come to pressure when the future wants rain. You wanted peace, I wanted us, but us don't come with proof. I was betting on tomorrow, you needed something you could use. They say love will find a way, but love don't set the odds. In a world that keeps the score, it's love versus dollars, love versus dollars, heart versus cost. One of us was always lost. I chose faith, you chose control. You chose safe, I chose a hold. Love is dollars round by round. Feelings quiet, numbers loud. No one lied, no one stalled. Love stepped up, dollars called. I saw the weight inside your eyes when comfort showed its face. Suddenly love felt fragile and time it felt misplaced. You wanted plans that made sense. I wanted time to grow. I believed in building slowly. You were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the choice. Comfort sound like sense, but love is small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to earn, but not how to stay. How to count every risk and walk the hard way. Hey, hey. Love versus dollars, one of us is cars. One of us was always lost. I chose faith, you chose control. You chose safe, I chose a hold. Lovers, dollars round by round. Feelings quiet, numbers loud. No one lied, no one stalled. Love stepped up, dollars called. Yeah. Bell rang, we stepped inside. Same dream, different sides. What throwing punches made a hope. You were guarded by the price. They say be smart, play defense. Don't bleed for what you feel. But love's the only fight we're losing when it's real. I had heart, you had stats. I had trust, you had plans. In a world that crowns stability, feelings don't stand a chance. You didn't change, you adapted. I didn't lose, I stayed the same. But staying real in a numbers game is the hardest lane. Maybe love don't need a win, maybe it just needs a ring. But rings cost more than promises, and hope don't mean a thing. Love versus dollars, here we stand. No villain, just demands. If loving you made me lose, I'll lose with open hands. Lovers, dollars, and around. Heart still beating, hope still sound. In a world that counts the cost, love showed up, dollars won. Yeah, love versus dollars, same fight every time. Love versus dollars, same fight every time.
Yeah, we survived, just not together. We had love in empty rooms, full hearts, no safety net. You said love felt heavy lately, like something you regret. I gave you time, I gave you truth. Every promise I could make, but promises don't stop the pressure when the numbers start to shake. You wanted calm, I wanted us, but us don't clear the cost. I tried to hold us both together till something had to be lost. They say love should be enough, but enough don't keep you safe. When survival asks the questions, hearts don't get the weight. Broke hearts, paid lives, that's the trade we couldn't dodge. You chose peace, I chose a fall, both just trying to survive. Broke hearts, paid lives, no villains, no disguise. In a world that sells tomorrow, love pays the price. I watched the fear change your smile, turn patience into doubt. Love felt loud when it was simple, quiet when the rain came out. You wanted plans that made sense, I wanted time to grow. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the choice, comfort sound like sense, but love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. They teach us how to earn, but not how to stay. How to choose a safer road and walk the harder way. Broke hearts, paid lives, that's the trade we couldn't dodge. You chose peace, I chose a fall, both just trying to survive. Broke hearts, paid lives, no villains, no disguise. In a world that sells tomorrow, love pays the price. Love don't come with a helmet, no insurance for the crash. I was talking faith and patience, you were counting all the cash. They say be smart, protect your life, don't bleed for what you feel. But when did loving someone start needing a deal? I had hope, you had pressure, I had dreams, you had doubt. In a city built on numbers, feelings don't count all out. You didn't leave for someone else. You left for something sure. I stay real, you stay safe. Both intentions pure. Maybe love didn't fail. Maybe life's just too expensive. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't feel preventive. Broke hearts, paid lives. I won't say we were wrong. If loving you made me lose, I still stay strong. Broke hearts, paid lives. That's the world we're in. In a game built on survival, love doesn't win. Yeah, broke hearts, paid lives. Still breathing, still breathing, still breathing. Broke hearts, paid lives. Still breathing.
Hate up, parody, hip-hop. Yeah. They say love is everything, but the lights still need to stay on. We had love in empty rooms, cheap dreams and borrowed views, laughing through the hard days like that was something we could choose. I gave you time, I gave you faith, every promise I could make, but promises don't clear the balance when the numbers start to shake. You said love should feel like peace, not pressure every night. I try to hold us both together with nothing but a fight. They tell us love will find a way, but love don't run the world when the bills keep calling names and dreams stay on hold. Love can't pay the bills, no matter how it feels. I gave you all you needed proof, something stronger than ideals. Love can't pay the bills, it's hard but it's real. In a world that sells security, love just can't close the deal. I watched the stress change your smile, turn hope into concern. Love felt lighter when it was free, heavier when I had to earn. You wanted plans that made sense, I wanted time to grow. I believed in building slowly, you were tired of living low. I don't blame you for the fear, stability feels warm, but love feels small in conversations that start with what we own. They teach us how to survive, but not how to stay, how to choose a safer road and walk the harder way. Love can't pay the bills, no matter how it feels. I gave you all you needed proof, something stronger than ideals. Love can't pay the bills, it's hard but it's real. In a world that sells security, love just can't close a deal, yeah. Love don't come with a paycheck, no overtime, no respect. I was rich in loyalty, you were drowning in the debt. They say be smart, be prepared, don't let emotions decide. But when did loving someone start feeling like a crime? I had hope, you had stress, I had dreams, you had doubt. In a world that worship comfort, feelings don't count out loud. You didn't leave for someone else, you left for something sure. I stayed real, you stay safe, both intentions pure. Maybe love ain't meant to fail, maybe life's just overpriced. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't cover the price. Love can't pay the bills, but it paid me in truth. I loved you hard, I loved you real, it's something I can prove. Love can't pay the bills, still proud of what I gave. In a world that counts the numbers, I stay human, not afraid, yeah. Love can't pay the bills, love can't pay the bills, love can't pay the bills, yeah. Love can't pay the bills, but it pay my soul, yeah.
Yeah. We used to talk for hours, now it's numbers on the table. Dream feel small when the pressure grows, love feel weak when it's unstable. We had plans written in pencil, easy to erase when times get hard. You said you love my honesty, but honesty don't buy a start. I try to give you everything, but everything had limits too. The louder the money started talking, the less you heard my truth. They say love will find a way, but love don't always win a race. When the world keeps turning up the sound, money spoke louder, drown us out. When money spoke louder than my heart, you listened close, I fell apart. I said forever, you said how, guess love was quiet next to now. When money spoke louder, you believed in safety more than you believed in me. No one lied, no one cheated, money spoke louder, love got muted. I watched your smile change shape when comfort walked into the room. Suddenly love felt risky, and risk didn't fit your view. I don't hate you for choosing peace, I know fear wears fancy clothes. It whispers things like be realistic, while love just hopes and hopes. We weren't broken, just outpriced, outmatched by louder voice. In a world of values, guarantees, love feels like a fragile choice. They sell success like it's a cure for every doubt, every fear. But when did love stop being enough and money became sincere? When money spoke louder than my heart, you listened close, I fell apart. I said forever, you said how, guess love was quiet next to now. When money spoke louder, you believed in safety more than you believed in me. No one lied, lied, no one cheated. Money spoke louder, love got muted. Yeah, love don't come with insurance, no guarantees, no endurance. They tell you chase your dreams, but dreams don't come with clearance. I was talking faith and time, and you were talking rates and plans. In a room full of loud opinions, feelings never stand a chance. You didn't change, you adapted. I didn't lose, I stayed the same, but staying real in a loud world is the most expensive game. So when the choice got heavy and the noise got hard to ignore, money spoke louder than love, and love walked out the door. Maybe in another place where hearts don't need to compete, we wouldn't have to raise our voices just to feel complete. When money spoke louder, I let go, not because I didn't care, you know. I just knew love shouldn't have to shout to prove what it's about. When money spoke louder, I stayed true with loving you. Made me lose, I'll take that loss with pride. Money spoke louder, but love survived, yeah. Yeah. Money spoke louder, but love said enough. But the cost keeps growing. We didn't rush, we didn't lie. Just two hearts learning how to try. You said my love felt honest, just not something you could rely. I gave you time, I gave you trust. No hidden fees, no backup plan. But trust don't grow like numbers do, and love don't compound in your hands. We talked about the future, like patience was enough. But patience doesn't calm the fear when enough gets rough. They say love will pay you back if you just wait it out. But love doesn't come with interest, it doesn't grow with doubt. Love doesn't come with interest, no return on what I gave. I put my heart into the balance, still watch you walk away. Love doesn't come with interest, no profit, no increase. I loved you straight, you love me safe. Guess that's what love decrease. You wanted something stable, something to say to hold. I offered you my loyalty, you asked me where it goes. I don't blame you for the math, I know the world you're in. But love feels small in conversations that start with what's the win. I stay calm, I stay real, didn't beg, didn't fight. Some losses don't feel loud, they just sit with you at night. They teach us how to calculate what's worth the wait, but no one teaches hearts how to handle raise. Love doesn't come with interest, no return on what I gave. I put my heart into the balance, still watch you walk away. Love doesn't come with interest, no profit, no increase. I love you straight, you love me safe. Guess that's what love decrease. Yeah, love ain't a long-term investment, no charge, no projections. I was talking commitment, you were talking protection. They say grow what you put in, but love don't work that way. You can give it everything, still watch it fade. I wasn't broken loyalty, I was short on guarantee. In a world that trusts numbers, feelings feel like charity. You didn't choose the money, you chose the calm it brings. I chose the risk of loving, no interest, no strings. Maybe love was never weak, just honest in a loud disguise. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't multiply. Love doesn't come with interest, but it came from something real. If loving you didn't pay off, at least I felt what I feel. Love doesn't come with interest, no growth, no return. In a world that profits patience, I love without concern. Love doesn't come with interest, but it was never fair. Yeah, love doesn't come with interest, but it was never fake. Yeah. You said love should feel easy, shouldn't weigh on your mind. I try to make it feel lighter with every part of mine. I showed up without conditions, no schedule, no disguise. But effort doesn't register when comfort sets the price. We talk about the future like it needed to be saved. I talked about growing together, same word, different way. They say hearts don't come with labels, but yours was clear to read. I was listening to feelings, you were listening to need. Your heart had a price tag, I just didn't know. I paid in love and honesty, you needed something you could show. Your heart had a price tag, no blame, no regret. I gave you what I had inside, you chose what you could get. You wanted something visible, something you could trust. I offered you consistency, you asked me what it costs. I don't blame you for choosing comfortability feels right, but love feels small in conversations that start with will it last. I stay quiet, stay present, didn't ask you to stay. Some endings don't explode, they just drift away. They teach us how to value things by what they can return, but no one teaches hearts what they lose when they earn. Your heart had a price tag that I couldn't read. I spoke in truth without a plan, you Yeah. Love don't come with a barcode, no scan, no receipt. I was talking in emotions, you were talking in the sheets. They say know your worth, but worth depends who's counting. If it don't come with reassurance, love feel like shouting. I wasn't broken loyalty, I was short on proof. In a system built on safety, feelings feel loose. You didn't walk away from me, you walked toward control. I stayed with what I felt, you chose what you could hold. Maybe love was never we, just value differently. Maybe hearts don't lose their meaning, they just don't agree. Your heart had a price tag, and that's okay. I won't pretend I didn't feel it slip away. Your heart had a price tag, mine stayed free. In a world that sells affection, I stayed me. Yeah. Your heart had a price tag. I paid in truth.
We started rich in honesty, pouring what the world demands. You said love felt heavy lately, like something you couldn't plan. I gave you nights, gave you days, every promise on my chest. But promises collect interest when life demands the rest. You wanted calm, I wanted us, but us don't clear the debt. I try to keep our balance clean with feelings I overspent. They say love is priceless, but life keeps score. Every heart gets audited, every feeling costs more. Now my feelings are in debt, owing more than I can pay. I gave you all I had inside, still came up short some way. My feelings are in debt, past due and overdue. In a world that loans out comfort, love don't make it through. I watch your smile hesitate when security walked in. Suddenly love felt risky, and risk felt like a sin. You wanted proof before belief, results before the try. I believed in building slowly, you were done asking why. I don't blame you for the fear. Stability feels warm, but love feels small in conversations that measure what we're worth. They teach us how to borrow, but not how to stay. How to calculate the loss and walk the hard away. Now my feelings are in debt, owing more than I can pay. I gave you all I had inside, still came up short some way. My feelings are in debt, past due and overdue. In a world that loans out comfort, love don't make it through. Yeah, love don't come with a credit line, no limit, no decline. I was spending every motion, you were watching every sign. They say, know your value, but value the who and when. If love don't meet the interest rate, do feelings even count then? I stay real, I stay raw, no assets to display. In a system built on numbers, hearts get led astray. You didn't leave for someone better, you left for something short. I stay human, you stay safe, both choices pure. Maybe love didn't fail, maybe life's just on a loan. Maybe hearts aren't meant to pay for things they don't own. My feelings are in debt, but my truth is still free. If loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll always. Killings are in debt, still proud of what I gave. In a world that profits comfort, I stay brave. My feelings are in debt, still proud of what I gave. In a world that profits comfort, I stay brave. Yeah. Feelings in debt, but not bankrupt. But not bankrupt.
Without a fight. We used to talk about forever like it was something we could hold. Cheap coffee, empty pockets, still felt richer than gold. I gave you time, I gave you trust, every version of my heart. But the future kept asking questions I couldn't answer with my start. You said love was still there, just tired of the wait. Hope sounds good in conversation, but patience doesn't pay. I saw the silence in your eyes when comfort called your name. You didn't fall out of love, you just chose less pain. You bought your goodbye with a safer life. I stayed behind, you moved it right. No tears, no lies, no fight, just love that couldn't match the price. You bought your goodbye, paid it clean with a future I couldn't guarantee. I don't hate you, I understand. Still hurts knowing love lost to a plan. I watched you change without changing, same smile, different needs. Suddenly dreams had deadlines and love felt incomplete. You wanted calm, I wanted time, but time was running late.
I spoke in faith and promises, you spoke in numbers and rates. We weren't broken, just misaligned. Different ways to feel secure. You wanted proof in advance, I wanted love to endure. They say love should be enough, but enough is never clear. When the world keeps raising costs and fear sounds so sincere. You buy your goodbye with a safer life. I stay behind, you moved it right. No tears, no lies, no fight. Just love that couldn't match the price. You buy your goodbye, paid it clean with a future I couldn't guarantee. I don't hate you, I understand. Still hurts knowing love lost to a plan. Yeah, love don't come with a warranty. No backup plan, no certainty. I was building dreams from nothing. You were tired of uncertainty. I had hope, you had options. Mine was faith, yours was choice. In a room full of loud solutions, love was the quiet voice. You didn't sell out, you invested. I didn't fail, I stayed true. But staying real in a price world, it's the hardest thing to do. So insecurity made sense. Feelings felt too small. You didn't walk away from love, you just answered a different call. Maybe in another time where love isn't something to afford, we wouldn't have to trade our hearts for something we can't ignore. You buy your goodbye, and I let go. Not because I didn't know love shouldn't have to compete with comfort, wearing diamonds and gold. You buy your goodbye, that's your right. I'll keep my heart, you keep your life. If loving you was a cost I paid, I pay again. Even a goodbye, yeah. You buy your goodbye, yeah. You buy your goodbye. I kept the love.
I didn't come with money, so I paid in love. I didn't promise comfort, no shortcuts to believe. Just showing up consistent when leaving was easy. I gave you time I couldn't spare, truth I couldn't bend. The truth doesn't come tomorrow when fear keeps asking when. You said my love was honest, it's not enough to lean. Honest doesn't quiet doubts about what might be. They say love is value, but value shifts by scene. When the world keeps raising standards, love stays unseen. I paid in love when I had nothing else. I gave you all I felt, not something I could sell. Paid in love, no backup, no return. In a world that counts security, I paid what I could earn. You wanted something solid, something you could show. I offer you reliability, you ask me how it grows. I don't blame you for choosing calm, it sounds like common sense. But love feels small in conversations that start with consequence. I stay quiet, stay where I was, didn't you to stay. Some endings don't break loudly, they just fade. They teach us how to protect ourselves before we even try. But no one teaches hearts how to survive goodbye. I paid in love when I had nothing else. I gave you all I felt, not something I could sell. I paid in love, no interest, no gain. In a system built on certainty, I stay the same. Yeah, love don't come with currency, no rates, no exchange. I invested every feeling, didn't hedge the pain. They say know your word, but word depends who's counting. If it don't come with assurance, love feels daunting. I wasn't broken, honesty, I was short on proof. In a world that trusts numbers, feelings feel loose. You didn't walk away from me, you walked toward control. I stayed with what I felt, you chose it whole. Maybe love was never weak, just hard to justify. Maybe hearts don't lose their value, they just don't multiply. I paid in love and I won't say it was wrong. If loving you didn't pay off, at least it wasn't gone. I paid in love, still proud of what I gave. In a world that counts the numbers, I stay human, I stay. Yeah. I paid in love. I paid in love. That was everything.